In the depths of Hogwarts, hidden behind dust and darkness, stands an ancient mirror. It looks ordinary at first glance, a tall, golden frame carved with strange runes. But when you gaze into it, it gazes back, and what it shows you isn't reality, it's your heart's deepest desire. This is the Mirror of Erised, one of the most mysterious and dangerous magical objects ever created. Not because it kills, curses, or corrupts, but because it shows you something worse, what you want most, but can never have. And that's the real danger, because once you see it, it's hard to ever look away. If you enjoy these deep dives into the emotional and symbolic corners of the wizarding world, please like, share, and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what topic you want to see next. The Mirror of Erised first appears in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone when Harry stumbles across it by accident. It's a lonely, chilling moment. The castle is silent. Harry is wandering in the dark, and there it is, the mirror standing in the shadows waiting. When Harry looks into it, he doesn't see himself as he is. He sees himself surrounded by family, his parents, grandparents, people he's never met, all smiling back at him. It's heartbreaking, because for the first time in his life, Harry sees what he's been missing: love. The name Erised itself is desire, spelled backward. The inscription carved around its frame reads, "Erased stra ehru oit ube cafru oit on wohsi." When read backward, it reveals its message, I show not your face, but your heart's desire. It's simple, yet terrifying, because it means the mirror doesn't just reflect, it tempts. It doesn't change the world around you, it changes the way you see it. What makes the Mirror of Erised so haunting is how quiet it is. It doesn't lure you with power or promises. It doesn't whisper in your ear or manipulate your mind. It just stands there, showing you exactly what you want most, and lets you destroy yourself chasing it. For Harry, it was family. For Ron, it was recognition, the glory of being more than just another Weasley. For Dumbledore, it was something he never revealed fully, but heavily implied, his lost sister Ariana, and the family he shattered through his own mistakes. The mirror doesn't create desire, it reveals it, but once revealed, that desire consumes you. Dumbledore warns Harry, it does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live. And that line isn't just advice for Harry, it's a warning to everyone who's ever looked at something they wanted so badly that it blinded them to everything else. The Mirror of Erised is one of the most accurate metaphors for human obsession in the entire series. It's not just about magic, it's about psychology. Every person has something they yearn for: love, validation, redemption, control. The mirror gives you that illusion. It lets you taste the life you wish you had without ever earning it. And the longer you look, the more real it feels, until reality feels empty by comparison. That's why the mirror was hidden away. Not because it was evil, but because it was too honest. It holds a truth most people can't survive looking at for too long. Imagine spending years staring at your perfect life, knowing you can never step into it. That's why the mirror is so much darker than any curse. It doesn't take your life, it drains your will to live it. Dumbledore's relationship with the mirror is the most tragic of all. When Harry asks what he sees in it, Dumbledore lies, claiming he sees himself holding a pair of thick woolen socks. But we know better. Years later, in Deathly Hallows, Dumbledore admits the truth, that he too was tempted by visions of the past. His sister, Ariana, his brother, Aberforth, his youth with Grindelwald before everything fell apart. The mirror reflected not only what Dumbledore wanted, but everything he lost because of it. That's why he understood its danger, because he had already lived through the cost of desire, ambition that led to death, brilliance that led to guilt. The Mirror of Erised is, in a way, Dumbledore's greatest shame made physical. A reminder that even the wisest wizard in the world is still human, still haunted by what might have been. When Dumbledore used the mirror to guard the Philosopher's Stone, he gave it a new enchantment, one that reversed its original danger. The mirror would only grant the stone to someone who wanted to find it but not use it. That one rule says everything, because that's what separates desire from wisdom. Intention. It wasn't the mirror itself that was corrupting, it was how people approached it. Someone like Voldemort, who craved immortality, could never obtain the stone, but Harry, who only wanted to protect it, could. The mirror became a test, one that exposed character, not just longing. that's the beauty of Dumbledore's magic. He turned temptation into revelation. He took an object of obsession and made it into a mirror of self-control. The Mirror of Erised isn't a warning about magic, it's a warning about humanity. Every person has their own mirror, something that shows them the life they wish they had. For some, it's power. For others, love, success, or forgiveness. But the moment we start chasing those reflections instead of reality, we lose ourselves. Harry was strong enough to turn away from the mirror. But not everyone is. In another world, he could have stayed there forever, lost in the illusion of a family that wasn't really there. And the tragedy is, he would have been happy, but not alive. The cost of desire isn't just pain, it's stagnation. It's forgetting to live because you're too busy dreaming about what you can't have. That's why the mirror isn't inherently evil, it's just mercilessly honest. It doesn't twist your soul, it shows it. And for most people, that's the scariest kind of magic there is. Like, the Mirror of Erised isn't about Harry or Dumbledore or even magic. It's about us. About how easily we mistake longing for meaning. It asks one question that cuts deeper than any curse. If you saw your greatest desire, could you walk away from it? Because that's what defines who we are, not what we want, but what we're willing to let go of. If you enjoyed this reflection on the Mirror of Erised and the cost of desire, please like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment telling me what you'd like me to explore next from the wizarding world. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. It genuinely helps more than you think, and as always, thank you for watching, and peace.